This is Nat Wilkins with Brooklyn Fights. I'm here with Sonya Lamonakis, former world heavyweight champ. Sonya, what's on your mind?
Just want to talk about the women heavyweight WBC fight that happened last night in Mexico.
Yeah, so last night Martha Salazar was defending her title and was unsuccessful in that. Tell us a little bit about that fight from your perspective.
Yeah, from what I know, she fought a girl in Mexico who was 5-0 with 4 knockouts, but her knockouts were against people that didn't have fights. They were debuters, and they fought 10 rounds, and Alejandra Jimenez, who was the Mexican girl, won by a majority decision with sort of lopsided scores. You know, when I looked at the scores this morning, they were a little lopsided. 2 judges had it close, and then 1 judge had it for Alexandra with a big difference. So I'm hoping that I could be the next contender to fight for the WBC in Mexico against Alejandra Jimenez, who now has the title down in Mexico.
So what are you doing to get yourself into that position?
I had my manager, Brian Cohen, send out an email to petition them to think of me as an opponent and explain to them why I am deserving of the title. I beat Tansy Daniels 3 times, who Martha Salazar beat for the WBC title originally. I fought Martha once 3 years ago. She beat me, which she did, but the rounds were also 3-minute rounds, which was not in the contract, which I was not prepared for. So it was a little bit of a mishap, but it happened. I took the loss and I moved on and became a world champion myself, and feel like that I'm the #1 contender for this WBC title in Mexico the next time Alejandra Jimenez wants to defend it.
And you were hoping to be on this card down in Cancun last night. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I felt like Martha Salazar should have gave me the opportunity to fight her for the WBC instead of bringing it down to Mexico, where, you know, the girl was. But I think that she was chosen because the women's convention was in Mexico, so they made the fight arrangements right there while they were in Mexico at the convention. And you know, maybe Suleiman wanted to keep the title in Mexico, I'm not sure, and have the fights down there, but I'm willing to travel down to Mexico to have my title shot at the WBC title too.
What's the time frame that you're hoping for this?
I'm thinking she has to defend, you know, it has to be a year, so I'm hoping 6 months. I'm hoping within 6 months I can get down there and get on the card and have her defend her title against me.
And you think this fight would be in Mexico then?
Probably. She's Mexican, she lives in Mexico, and Suleiman's located down there, and the WBC comes out of Mexico.
When you faced her before, was that in Mexico as well?
No, I fought Martha in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you fought Tansy, that was in New York at least once, and how many other times did you face her?
I fought her 3 times. I fought her in Foxwoods on HBO undercard of Berto and Ortiz. I fought her on BB Kings, and I also fought her I think again at Foxwoods. Yeah, again at Foxwoods. On Derenchenko and Martinez undercard, HBO.
Excellent. So you teach school, and in the summer you sort of heavily concentrate on your training. Tell us a little bit about what you got planned for this summer with just a couple of months away.
Sure. Well, I'm still a New York City public school teacher, 8th grade social studies in Greenpoint at MS 126. I'm also the vice president of Metro Boxing, which is the governing body of amateur boxing in New York City. So it gives me a chance to give back to an organization that gave a lot to me and help Bruce here with what's going on at Gleasons. And we have a lot of shows and a lot of training in the summer and a lot of good things coming up. So I'm really hoping that I can focus with these next 4 months with training and get something lined up for the WBC.
All right, this is Brooklyn Fights signing off with Sonya Lamonakis. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.